Hi everyone, in this video let us see what is this cadre-based marriage or CBM. I've been to Labasna twice. First I was an IRPS officer, later as an IAS officer. So I have seen some cadre-based marriages or CBM. So first question is whether CBM happens only in Labasna or even someone who has left Labasna serving in a cadre after 2-3 years, whether they can go for cadre-based marriage. There is another question whether cadre-based marriages result in divorce, whether cadre-based marriages are good or bad, whether one can come to their own home cadre, because by marrying you can get your home cadre or no. If it is a third cadre, what is the rule regarding it? So all these things let us explore in this video. First of all, what is cadre-based marriage? See, cadre-based marriage is if two officers, X and Y, X is a female officer, Y is a male officer, they are marrying, then the rule says both should be in a single cadre because they are husband and wife or wife and husband, they should be together. So that is what the rule says. So if two officers are marrying, then they have to be in a common cadre or one cadre. Now the first question is two officers means who are whether they can be in IRS, IFS, whether they should be only in IAS, IAS marrying IPS, IAS marrying Indian Postal Service, IAS marrying a Group 1 officer, public sector undertaking. No, first and foremost, one should be very clear here. This rule, cadre-based marriage, based on which you will be allotted a different cadre, is just if you marry another All India Service officer and you are also an All India Service officer. So both husband and wife should be an All India Service officer. So what are the All India services? Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service and Indian Forest Service. So in case an IAS officer is marrying an Indian Foreign Service officer or Indian Revenue Service officer, then this rule is not applicable because one is a central service. Other than IAS, IPS and Forest Service, all other services are central services when you get recruited through civil service exam. Say it, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Revenue Service, Indian Postal Service. So all are central services. So you cannot tell, no, I am marrying another government officer, I should be in a single cadre, because the central government officer means the central service officer like Foreign Service, Revenue Service, they can be posted in different countries or in different states. An IRS officer can be posted in Mumbai, then Calcutta, then Chennai, Delhi. So that rule is not applicable there. So please be very clear. This cadre-based marriage of allotting a cadre, single cadre, is applicable only for all India service officers. Both husband and wife should be in any of these three services only: IAS, IPS and Forest Service. Second is whether cadre-based marriage is good or bad. Now, whether it end up in divorces. See, like any marriage, all marriages are subject to risk. So cadre-based marriages are also subject to risk, and risks are slightly higher. Why slightly higher? Both are two tigers in a single cage, two lions in a single cage. So yes, egos can be a little more. Okay, so I am of the view always, if there is unless otherwise it's a love, just for changing of cadre, one should not go for cadre-based marriage, because many people think, I've seen some people say, hey, I am posted in Manipur, I want to come to Haryana, I want to come to Gujarat, I want to come to Tamil Nadu. Okay, let us marry. Now, this is a compromise marriage, and later throughout life, one will be holding a compromised life only. Maybe fights may happen, ego clash may happen, but there are so many cadre-based marriages where couples live happily. So, like any other marriage, cadre-based marriage is also subject to risks. Risks are slightly higher because of the egos. Next is, if say one person X is posted in say West Bengal cadre, Y is posted in Karnataka cadre. Now this person who is posted in Karnataka cadre, let us assume Y is a male officer. Now he wants to marry the X who is a female officer in West Bengal cadre. Now when they marry, now first rule is whether this Y who is in Karnataka, the male officer, which is his home cadre. Let us assume our Bengal, the person who is in Karnataka cadre is one Bandyopadhyaya, means Banerjee, Chatterjee, means some Bengali. Now, he cannot go to West Bengal cadre because he should have got it in service when he was writing the civil service exam. When the question was asked whether you want your home cadre, at that time, yes, he would have opted for it. He didn't get, and now he is working in Karnataka cadre. Now, second time, just because he wants to go to home cadre, he may marry. So that is the reason. Clearly, the government rule says if these two people marry, one cannot go to their home cadre. Then what happens? Yes, the first option is yes, our lady officer in West Bengal, she can come to Karnataka, provided for that lady officer, Karnataka is not a home cadre. Okay. Then let us assume no, X is there in West Bengal, Y is there in Karnataka. Now both the Karnataka is ready to accept our X from West Bengal, and West Bengal cadre is ready to release X from, means West Bengal cadre is ready to release Y from West Bengal, the lady officer from West Bengal. Then she can come to Karnataka. But if these two states are not giving the consent, means boss, no, I am not ready to leave, I am not ready to accept. Means Karnataka says, I am not ready to accept that officer. No, we don't want. They have to give it in writing. Then it goes back to the government of India, central government. Again, second time they have to ask. You have to accept. Try why you are not accepting the officer X, a lady officer who has married a person of your cadre, whether she can come. Again, second time it is denied. Then government of India has to list out some 3 to 5 cadres which are deficit cadres. Now these officers, two officers cannot say, hey, Karnataka nahi, West Bengal nahi, let us go to Gujarat, let us go to Maharashtra, let us go to, say, Uttar Pradesh. No, they don't have a say. The government of India will work out deficit cadres. Now, what are deficit cadres? See, there are shortage of all India service officers. So they'll say, oh, this cadre, Uttar Pradesh is, no, sufficient surplus officers. No, there is Chhattisgarh, there is some shortage. Okay, like that, they list out 3-4 states where there is a shortage of officers. Then, and that shortage may be even in Manipur, shortage may be even in Assam, Meghalaya. Okay, now they will give a list of 3-4 cadres telling these are all deficit cadres. Now you both of you choose. Now the couple can choose now. The couple are given the choice now. Boss, in these 3, I am choosing this. Then that cadre, the deficit cadre, no, they should also give the consent. Usually they'll give a consent because they already have a deficit. No? They'll say, okay, we are ready to accept 2 more officers, good only. Okay, always states needs officers, more hands. If they are not ready to give the consent, no, because of this reason we don't want those 2 officers, then the next choice comes. Okay, now another confusion may happen where why the officer, male officer in who's working in Karnataka, for him home cadre is West Bengal. For West Bengal, the lady officer, the home cadre is Karnataka. Both cannot go to 2 places because it is the other person's home cadre. Then what happens? What the rule says is, then they'll be their DAF application will be checked, detailed application form, which we give it at the time of interview. There, what is the next choice? Now, the next choice will be in another zone. So, then they can go to that cadre. However, that rule is no more because from 2026, there is no second, this choices in your zones and all. So, now automatically, if you assume, because the present 2026 doesn't allow for the second choice, they'll automatically go for the deficit cadres only. Now, another question, whether these cadre-based marriages will happen only in Labasna? No, not at all. See, cadre-based marriages can happen anywhere, any point of time in your life. Say someone who is married 35 years old or 32 years old, one male officer in Manipur, okay, he is working in Manipur. Another female officer is working in Gujarat, okay. Now she is say some 27, whatever the age, okay. Now that male officer is already married, let us assume, okay, before let us leave marriage, both are unmarried, they are marrying, both have put in some number of years of service. If they are marrying, again the same rule is applied. Yes, they can, either of these cadres they can go, provided it is not the other person's home cadre. And most important, if both, the other state should accept, most important is other cadre should accept the officer. If they are not accepting, and then they can go for the third cadre, deficit cadre. As usual, I told you the rule, list will be given by the government of India, these the couple can choose. Now another important question, many have this, sir, what happens someone is married? Now they are 35, the same Manipur officer, male officer is married for say 7 years, 10 years, whatever, now divorced, okay. This officer is marrying another officer, okay, from Gujarat cadre. Now whether this cadre based marriage is allowed, because already that male officer was married but recently divorced, whether he can marry this lady officer now, and whether they can go for a common cadre, whether this rule will allow. Yes, the rule will allow, because legally if the marriage is annulled by a court, means okay, the court has given a divorce to our Manipur officer, then definitely he can marry another officer, and both are all India service officers. Remember that always, this is applicable only if both officers belong to all India service, IAS, IPS, forest service, okay, only all India service officers. So then the court has given means, yes, they can very well marry and opt for a common cadre. I hope I have clarified all the doubts related to cadre based marriage, especially after this 2026 cadre allocation policy, new policy. Many were thinking whether cadre based marriage will be a solution. I'll always say cadre based marriage is never a solution. Every cadre is equally good cadre, equally bad cadre, okay. Just for changing the cadre, one should not think I'll marry someone, I'll go. No, that is not. If really love between a man and a woman, yes, they can marry and live happily. But just for change of cadre, one should not resort to it. And whether you can get your home cadre, never possible. Even not now. Always the rule says in the cadre based marriage, one cannot go to their own home cadre. I hope I have given all clarifications related to this CBM or cadre based marriage. In case you have any doubts, please leave it in the comments. I'll try to clarify. See you in my next video. Thank you from Israel Jebasingh, the Director of Officers IAS Academy.